What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So, the most anticipated Empro Classic Spain prejudging for the men's open bodybuilding, that is now only hours away. And this is most probably gonna be the last updates from the top competition. So I think we can all agree that this is gonna be a very important show for one of the best bodybuilders of the last decade or so, Ripped Can Bonac. So let's start this video with him, because he posted an update which was trending all over Instagram. So after watching this update, I think we can all be pretty sure of one thing. Ripped Can Bonac is gonna be in a superb condition. He is showcasing those trademark hamstrings and glute striations. You can literally see every fiber moving in his back when he is hitting those shots. So I don't think any of us will be surprised if he has the best back double bicep in that show. I mean, Ripped Can Bonac's back double bicep has always been one of the best out there. And considering that Michal Krizo's back shots aren't his best out there, that is going to be a chance for Ripped Can Bonac to gain some more points. But the thing that William needs to worry about the most, that is his midsection. So I think we can all agree this isn't a small waist by any means. And we have seen in the recent past, in the last couple of years, in the recent shows, that the judges are giving more importance to the waistline. They're taking a much closer look at the waistline at the midsection, especially in comparison to the past. We all just heard Talmanian after this year's New York Pro. He gave the feedback to Nick Walker, and the one thing that he pointed out the most, that was his waistline. Although he was controlling his midsection pretty damn well, but still the judges saw that his waistline grew in comparison to the past. So coming back to Ripped Can Bonac. So by the end of this video, where Ripped Can Bonac hits the most muscular shot, personally I think he looks kinda narrow, especially if we compare this physique to his prime. And we all know a guy like Michal Krizo, he has one of the most incredible, most muscular shot out there. So Krizo is gonna expose Ripped Can Bonac in that department as well. So this is gonna be a very decisive show for Ripped Can Bonac's career. So what do you guys think after watching this update? Are you guys changing your predictions? So next up we have the update from the reigning Empro Classic champion, Michal Krizo. So I still 100% think that he is the favorite to win this show. And he seems extremely confident, which by the way he totally should be. If he is bringing that kind of conditioning on the stage, with the size that he has, with the freak factor that he has, I mean the guy is one of the most biggest guys out there. I think he is gonna be very, very hard to beat. Although we have never seen any of the potential top 3 guys go up against each other before. Yes, Krizo and Bonac competed at the same show. That was back at the Olympia 2022. But Krizo was in the third call-out and Bonac was in second. And things have changed a lot since that time. So there are so many criteria when they judge a bodybuilding show. But it is the men's open bodybuilding. And size is one of the biggest criteria. And Michal Krizo, without a shadow of a doubt, he is the biggest out of all of these guys. He is one of the biggest guy, period. Plus, he has nailed each and every day of this prep to punch his ticket to the Olympia this year, which by the way isn't gonna be a problem for him. I mean, the guy is currently top 7 in the world. And his plan is to move up from 7th place onwards at the Olympia level. Which I have to say is gonna be extremely difficult for him, because the competition is getting so tough with each passing year. Those top slots in the first call out, they are absolutely stacked. But all that being said, Krizo needs to win this show at every cost to stay relevant in the top 10 of this upcoming Mr. Olympia. And last but not least, we have an update from Behrooz Tabani, which is most probably gonna be his last update before stepping on the Empro Classic Spain stage. So Behrouz is like a young and a hungry lion, and only if he had the visa to compete in different parts of the world, he most probably would have had more than 2 pro wins by now. So him and Michal Krizo are most likely gonna be the one fighting for the top spot. Unless Ripped Can Bonac brings a level of muscularity that absolutely outclasses both of these guys. And I think we can all agree that the chances of that happening, they are kinda slim. So Behrouz is gonna be that guy who is gonna have the best flowing physique on that stage. His waist right now is looking super small. And that is where he can expose not only just Ripped Can Bonac, but Michal Krizo as well. So what makes Behrooz Tabani so special is his ability to bring that hard, dry and grenade-like conditioning. His conditioning has always been spot on every single time he steps on stage. He is the closest thing to Hadi Chopin, especially when it comes to those striations on his chest and his shoulders. And as of right now, he is again looking in a great condition. Actually, he looked in a superb condition, even when he was weeks out of the show. He has been looking really ripped for almost 6 weeks now. So the most interesting aspect of this competition is gonna be how badly does Michal Krizo outmuscles Behrooz Tabani. Because the last time we saw Krizo go against Samson Dauda in Prague, Samson Dauda then had a considerable size difference in his favor. But still, Behrouz really held his own. Plus, on top of that, It has been more than 9 months now since that show. So this is most probably gonna be a bigger and a better version of Behrooz Tabani. So next up we have an update from Andrew Jacked. Those triceps, they do not even look real on this guy. So Andrew has put in a lot of work during this offseason, and I believe that is gonna pay off big time at Texas Pro Stage. So Andrew is now 8 weeks out of his first show of the year, which is most probably gonna be his only show before the Olympia this year. So this is the third time Andrew is trying to win this show since turning pro. And I have absolutely zero doubts that anyone is gonna be able to stop him from winning this show for the third time in a row. Now, as a bodybuilding fan, I really wish that Andrew has enough time left in his competitive career, where he builds enough thickness, enough mass, like Samson Dauda, especially from this side. Because if he is able to achieve that, that might be one of the best physiques in the bodybuilding books, period. I mean, the guy is so 3D, he is so huge. He has those flaring quads. He has that very small waist, probably one of the smallest waists out there. His midsection plus his abs, they are arguably one of the best along with Hadi Choopan in the men's open. And not just in the men's open, in the entire pro league right now. But the reason I said that thing about him having enough time is because he is currently 39 years old. And although this is only his third year as a professional, but I think we can all agree he isn't a young guy anymore. So that age factor, that might come into play sooner than later. But hopefully that will not happen in the next 2 to 3 years. So I am extremely excited to see the final package of Andrew Jacked, especially after this first real off season, because I think he can be a real wild card going into this year's Mr. Olympia. He can shock everyone. But do let me know what you guys think. Some new pictures of Tim Budesheim came out today while he was training with Blessing Awodibu. So these are damn good pictures of Tim, but somehow he hasn't been able to convince the judges to consider him for the top spots. So Tim has done 3 shows so far in 2024, and the highest placing that he has got is 5th. That was in Toronto. So definitely something he isn't looking for, but he's continuously improving. The Tim we saw this year so far, that is overall a far better bodybuilder compared to 2023. But you have got to admit, the overall competition in these Olympia qualifiers, that has been getting better and better with each passing year. So Tim brought some of the best and most grainy condition to the stage in these shows. But that is the thing, just conditioning alone isn't enough to win a show. The guys that he is fighting, they have a far better shape, and some are even bigger than him. So if these guys also bring a good enough condition, they are gonna be the ones rewarded. So Tim announced that he is gonna do Chicago Pro up next, which is like a month away from now. So what did you guys think about Tim Budesheim's physique? What he needs to do in order to win his first pro show? Because he is now a veteran in the pro ranks. He made his pro debut back in 2017. So he has had plenty of time to develop his physique. I think he needs to do a show more strategically. Pick a show with a less competitive lineup. And that is the only way I see him competing on the Olympia stage. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.